Oh, what is up, everybody? How is everyone doing tonight? How is everybody doing? Hopefully well. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We have 2 breaks ready to rock and roll. First, I will do the extended 475. We will get 475 going first. All right. Is 418 going? 418 has to get that last break. 418 needs 459 to fill. That is literally the last 5 spots in order for it to go. So we cannot, unfortunately, do anything until that is good. So until that break's filled up and gone, we will be awaiting it. But let's get the extended going right now. We'll move that one first. Here we go. 25,475, 3 times. Here's all the names. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's get the party started. All right, so we got the extended 5-box break rocking out, and then we're going to do the stature break. And then, of course, whatever else is filled or getting filled, we'll do right after. So whatever you guys want to do, we are going to do. But I wish you guys all the best of luck. Here we go. Here we go. Starting off 25,475. We've got the 2. I'll do the hobby box after this one, but we got the 5 years of extended. What is up, Abby and Ned? What are you guys? How you guys doing? It's a good day for Canada soccer. We've got a young gun for the Maple Leafs of Hollowell. We got a rookie gems triple diamond for Minnesota of Boldy. Sorry, I'm just going to move this a little more forward. Young Guns for the Blue Jackets of Bjork. Dazzlers for the Flyers of Urson. Retro for Nashville of Roman Josi. And a canvas for the Blue Jackets of Boone Jenner. All right, let's get going. Can it be October hockey? Or I agree. We got a holographics for Nashville of Tanner Jeannot. Retro for Los Angeles of Kopitar. We've got a diamond for the Penguins of Gensel. Canvas for the St. Louis Blues, Tarasenko. Young Guns for the St. Louis Blues, Puranovich. Young Guns of Beckman for the Minnesota Wild. Young Guns Retro for Philadelphia of Cam York. NHL Best holographics of Marner for the Leafs. Young Guns of Slavin for Carolina. Rookie Gems double diamond of Sillinger for the Blue Jackets. Record gold number to 250 Brad Hall for the Red Wings. Canvas of Grizzlick for the Boston Bruins. SPX Finite to 3,000 Sveshnikov for Carolina. Young Guns for the Tampa Bay Lightning, Alnefelt. We got a retro for the Coyotes, Phil Kessel. Young Guns for the San Jose Sharks of Nijov. NHL Records for the Islanders of Mike Bossy. Canvas for the Pittsburgh Penguins of Rodriguez. Clear cut for the Tampa Bay Lightning, Matthew Joseph. Young Guns French variant for the Los Angeles Kings of Turcotte. Young Guns for the San Jose Sharks, Sawchenko. Canvas for the Maple Leafs, Jason Spezza. SPX for the Nashville Predators of Tomasino. Retro for the Blue Jackets of Line. We've got a Dazzlers for the Devils of Jack Hughes. Malinsky, Young Guns for the Avs. And a retired canvas for the Flyers of Lindros. What is up, sir? How you doing? We got a silver skate of Larkin for the Red Wings. Seeing red of Timo Meier for the Devils. And we got for the Vegas Golden Knights Beehive, Jack Eichel. Rookie Gems Double Diamond for Montreal of Beck. Seeing red variant for Tampa of Kucherov. First draft for the Red Wings of Casper. UD3 Casper for the Wings. Retro Young Guns. Leo Carlson for the Ducks. Outburst Silver Velarde for the Winnipeg Jets. And by the way, if anyone wants to get the SBA case going, by all means, I would love to do that case tonight. So, any and all spots in that will help out. Assignment of Nichushkin for the Avalanche. Reinhardt UD3 for Florida. And a Hag Outburst Silver for the Nashville Predators. So do you. I agree. We got a power play of Moore for Chicago. Young Guns for the Maple Leafs. Akhtiamov. And a Reflections of Green for Chicago. Assignment of Kadri for Calgary. Young Guns for San Jose of Chernyshov. And a canvas for the Calgary Flames of Nazem Kadri. All World of McDavid for the Oilers. Pros and Prospects. Perot for the Rangers. Dazzlers. Nico Hischier for the Devils. Well, let's see if we can get a couple spots going on that, guys. Sizzle of Hischier Devils. UD3 of Kindle for the Penguins. And a Swagnificent of Chychrun for the Coyotes. That's cool. Swagnificent for the Coyotes. Oh, sorry, Capitals. I'm so used to him saying Coyotes, but... Sizzle of Schneider for the Rangers. Reflections of Danielson for the Red Wings. And numbered in 199, Coco for Seattle. Update Rookie, Coco. We've got a Rinzel for Chicago. We got a Young Guns of Milic for the Jets. And a Zadorov for the Boston Bruins canvas. Young Guns of Bros for the Penguins. UD3 of Matthews for the Leafs. And we've got a Young Guns canvas. Dickinson for the San Jose Sharks. Very nice. Dickinson for the Sharks. Assignment of Carlson Vegas. UD3 of McKinnon for the Avs. 1999 rookie update for the Pittsburgh Penguins of Koivunen. All World for the Avs McKinnon. Reflections for the Chicago Blackhawks of Colton Dach. This box is loaded. Star View of Makar for the Avs. Star View Holographics. We've got a Ryan Leonard, first draft for Washington, and Eichel, pros and prospects for Vegas. Canvas of Kotkaniemi for the Carolina Hurricanes. We got a Dvorsky for the Blues. We got a Pinelli Young Guns for the Jackets. Pros and prospects for Seattle of 90. All right. We got the last box, so it's 24-25 extended. And then obviously a giveaway. Silver Skates of Power for Buffalo. Young Guns for the Avalanche of Minor. Pros and Prospects, Cutter Gauthier. We've got a Nazar Reflections for the Chicago Blackhawks. Cider Impact for the Red Wings. Canvas for Washington, Strome. Silver Skates of Point for Tampa. Encore of Caulfield for Montreal. And a Talbot for the Red Wings canvas. A clear-cut base for Ottawa of Ullmark. Young Guns for the Carolina Hurricanes of Yaska. And an Encore McDavid for the Oilers. Impact of Malkin for the Pens. Young Guns for the Dallas Stars of Bichelle. And a first draft outburst silver of Bryson for Vegas. Impact of Dahlin for Buffalo. Encore of Marner for the Leafs. Canvas for the Winnipeg Jets of Hellebuck. We got a reflection of Stankoven for Dallas. Oracles for Nashville of Sveshkov, and a Beehive for the Avalanche of Makar. Pros and Prospects Gold for Vegas of Bryson. First draft for the Winnipeg Jets of Lambert. And a Dazzlers Markstrom Devils. We got a reflection of Ogren for Minnesota. Oracles for Washington of Ovechkin. And a Beehive of Pasternak for Boston. Dazzlers Pink Variant. Sveshkov for Nashville. Pros and Prospects Kaprizov for Minnesota. And a first draft Celebrini. San Jose. First draft. Celebrini. We got a reflections of Geeky for Tampa. Silver Skates of Stamkos for Nashville. Canvas of Zegras for the Ducks. We've got number to 999, Mishkov for the Flyers, Trilogy or Rookie. Young Guns of Lysell for Boston, and a Pros and Prospects for the Anaheim Ducks of McTavish. All right, top person in the random's going to get the box giveaway 3 times. Here we go. Best of luck. 1, 2, 3. Nuxie. Congrats. All right. Always feels bad. What feels bad? What's up, Wingnut? How you doing, sir? All right. You know what? We used to do that way back in the day. We kind of made a new kind of policy not to. And I'll tell you why. There's several reasons as I'm getting the next breaks ready, just to kind of give you a rundown so you can understand it. Number one is on busy nights. Obviously, sometimes the giveaways are small, right? Like small boxes. Sometimes they're very long boxes. And especially on busy nights when we've done... I remember the one time on release, we did a box giveaway per release, and every single one of the people who won it wanted us to do it. And it annoyed a lot of people because they would have to wait 5 minutes in between. And trust me, I know it's weird. Number two is what ended up happening is sometimes they would win, not know about winning, come in later in the room, and then literally be like, well, I want it done now. And then they get mad if I can't do it in the time that they want it done. So we kind of just made a blanket policy. It's just easier that you guys open it at your own time. If that makes sense. So 490. Oh, you know what? I think you would be stunned to know a lot more details of the stuff that we get go through. It blows my mind sometimes. We have genuinely had long emails of people unhappy with the giveaways that they won. Like, genuinely thought it should be better. I would not say there's more chances of damage, no. I don't think that's an issue for us. To be honest. Who here sent the email? If you guys must know, it was Wingnut. I kid. No, we've had people legitimately upset. On prizes. Like we've had, I remember about a month or two ago, we did a giveaway at a $200 and some odd group break. And the guy was like, for $250, I thought I would get a significantly better box than this one. It's like, I don't know. It is funny how some people, you think that would be, should there be a no issue? But, yep. I can promise you we have a million different stories for a million different things. So it is never-ending entertainment, I can promise that. $25,490 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. The stature is maybe a good one. Well, the stature is going to be one of the last ones. I can assure you of that. There's not much of that stuff floating around. And whenever we do find it, I can tell you the asking price is pretty ridiculously high. Again, has every right to be because it's pretty much gone everywhere. Oh, you know what? I'll tell you another funny one as I just got to do a couple more updates, guys. I once had a very long email. It was like 3 paragraphs long. Of a guy accusing us of taking cards because we refused, which we never refused. We just were quite open about it. Because we refuse to read off all the cards in every single box. And he is talking about, if I open extended, all the base cards. He said that we must be stealing if we are omitting reading off base cards. That was a fun one. He would not let it go, that guy. Here we go, 25,490, the 2 boxes of CnChara. I can tell you the reason. Just give me 1 second, I'll just do this break. I will happily tell you the reason. But just let me do the break first. Ovechkin for the Caps. Ovechkin. For the Ducks to 999, Cutter Gauthier. Nice rookie. Cutter Gauthier. Nice number to 10. Auto for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Jake Gensel. Out of 10, Jake Gensel. Oh, that's a nice start. For the Buffalo Sabres to 99, Peterka. JJ Peterka. And we got a 249 for Carolina, Sebastian Aho. 249. Well, can't go wrong with a Gensel auto out of 10. That would be probably one of the top 4 autos in the case. Devils, Jack Hughes. Jack Hughes. For the Penguins at $9.99, McGroarty. Pittsburgh, McGroarty. Jesus, what? Same number too. That's kind of funny. We've got numbered 7 of 10 autograph for the Ottawa Senators, Drake Batherson. Batherson numbered to 10. Well then, 2 10s. For the Oilers, 375, Dre Seidel. JB, I'll give you the link. We have quite a few breaks that are well under 10 and close. And we've got a 375 for the LA Kings of Luc Robitaille. I think ingrained is close, if not filled. There we go. All right, so let me answer the question for you. Here's the funny thing. So, Seema, hopefully this answers you. Number one, the thing a lot of people always forget, and obviously this is not a surprise, but most people don't know that we were legitimately one of the, not just hockey, first breakers ever in history. We were the first ones in hockey to take it very seriously and do it. So when we were coming up with a camera angle for our store, the concept essentially is we wanted to have the absolute biggest surface area covered. And when we were trying to think about this, because you got to remember, the mentality now is different than it used to be. And what I mean by that is when we were introducing group breaks, many people had no clue about it. They were skeptical. They thought maybe there's scamming going on about it, which they have every right to believe all those things. So we wanted to have a camera angle that literally covers my entire hands here, all the packs here, the boxes, the cards, that nothing moves. I will give you a good example. What happens a lot of times, okay, is let's say, I'm just going to do this with decoys. What happens, you'll see, and this is just my personal opinion, okay? Let's say I'm doing the camera this way, okay? So I'm doing the camera this way. And to cover the face tats. No face tats. When people hold the cards here, which you've seen many breakers do, here's the thing. If someone is behind me, okay, they can easily grab this card when I pretend to focus and go like this, right? Oh, look, I'm trying to focus. And I'm not saying many people do this, but it's been happened many times where there's a guy standing behind. This guy goes like this. And then obviously this guy is going in, quickly reaching and switching like that. So for us, and again, I'm not just spouting out random facts. Look up any of the big, not big guys, but people who have stolen. That's literally how they've done it. So we want an angle where when I'm here, like you can still see everything. There's nothing. It's clear glass, clear there. You can see everything. And to be honest, other breakers started doing it different ways. But this is how we started it. So we're not just going to switch because other people switch. Because a lot of people do think, for example, that, every breaker does it this way. So why don't we follow that trend? It's like, well, but we started it this way. Why would I switch what we do? And I still would. The argument I know some people have is that maybe it's a little more easier to focus. Again, this is not a big problem for us to do. You know what's funny though, Seema? I will tell you. The biggest people, sadly, and I hate it because it hurts all breakers who have stolen. The one guy had 3 angles, the other guy had 2. They just know which ways to do it. So, it's unfortunate. But here's my honest opinion, okay? Straight up, no word of a lie. You also have to remember, here's the fun thing, okay? And again, when people talk about, previous history. Again, I will move the camera just to show you. When we built our store, I built my little cage here, right? So you could literally come in the store and watch me directly right here. The whole concept was that you can watch our breaks completely live in person, stare right at me from the glass right there. 90% of breakers right now, they're in a back room that has like no windows, no nothing, right? I have on a daily basis, back in the day, customers could literally just stare at me when I'm opening. Which is like, I enjoyed it. It's a cool learning for them. So to me, I still am a big believer that it is arguably one of the best angles because it covers everything. But I absolutely understand that there's some people who prefer other angles, and they have every right to prefer it. They don't, there is no, guaranteed angle that is the best. It's all personal preference. And the other truthful thing as I get the break ready is, let's be honest, you should never, in my opinion, join a person's breaks, anyone's, and give your hard-earned money unless you know who they are. So if you do not trust them, then don't join the breaks. If you think I am a scammer, don't join my breaks. It's fine. You have every right. It's your hard-earned dollars. I am here to open up some badass cards for you guys and try to give you a good experience. If you do not believe in me, that is A-okay. And as I'm getting the next break organized, Seema, I'll tell you another fun, quick story. And again, this was literally about a decade ago. Is we used to do something at the expo. It got banned right now. Is we used to be able to, as a dealer, go to the booth and get the priority signings for case breaker programs. But the only downside is we'd have to open the products. Okay? So we would go there. We would open it. I would normally get one of our members that we really trust to stand beside us, verify everything if they need to, take photos, whatever they need to do, but somebody that we trust. We would then bring it to back to blog, which is what I call blog this. And then I would have them in a 250 count case and be like case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4, case 5. And people would pick which case they want. We would open it, and then all the priority signings and the big case breaker priority signings would be in there. Whatever we got was in there. I can promise you we had a ton of people come up, like not come up to us, but write on chat and genuinely go, well, it's open product. How do we know what you didn't steal? And I go, that's fine. Then don't join it. If you're not comfortable, like, you don't have to. And I remember there was one guy giving me a very hard time that night and being like, there's nothing stopping you guys from scamming us, blah, 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 going on this big rant. The very first case, we killed it. And the priority signings was a Gretzky Tiger Woods out of 5 or 2 dual autograph. I'm like, there you go, guys. If anyone needs confirmation, because they pick the cases, right? I don't care what's in what case. But the priority signings giveaway in the very first one was the Woods Gretzky dual autograph out of 2. And then I had a heyday because I'm sitting there going, there you go, guys. If you don't want to join it, by all means, it's your right. But I'm telling you guys, all it is extra stuff in your pocket. So, it's a good question, Seema. We get it quite a bit. There's no right or wrongs. Hey, no worries. I appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys. You know what, Seema? He basically said, well, maybe I just picked that one. I'm like, oh, God. You just know sometimes you're never going to win, right? 25,363 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So, I've learned to just 1, 2, 3. Like, again, everything's going to happen. Sometimes people will just have their own methods of belief. It is what it is. Can't stop it. I'll be right back, guys. Oi! Not many places here. Yeah, you know what I said. Everyone's different. I appreciate you finding us. You know, we're one of the stores that we have no problems for the most part answering 99% of the questions people have. There's a lot of questions that people genuinely have about our industry, and I always love helping. I genuinely do. All right. But I do like that question. Seema, if you got any other fun questions, let me know. I appreciate those. I really do. All right, 363, ladies and gentlemen, icons. Here we go. Here we go. 25,363. We got the ingrained icons. 3-box break. Start off of Larry Robinson base. Modial. We got for the Red Wings of Shanahan. Also, Seema, you'll notice the break number, right? We've clearly done a lot of breaks. We've got for the Montreal Canadiens, number to 75, Bobby Smith. Montreal Canadiens, Bobby Smith. For the Buffalo Sabres, Phil Housley. Autograph. That's a cool one. Don't know if he'd be an SP, but he's definitely a decent one there. For the Dallas Stars, Craig Ludwig. Ludwig. And we've got a signature shots, Gary Suter. Gary Suter. Signature shots, Calgary Flames. But Sean, when you plan on coming again? When do you think you'll be here? For the Maple Leafs, Doug Gilmour. For the Islanders, we've got a Brian Trottier. For the Boston Bruins, a 199 Middleton. This summer, beautiful. Middleton. For the Dallas Stars, Yuri Lettinen. Look at the signatures on these guys. They are so nice. We've got for the Penguins a Beehive auto of Peter Taglianati. Pittsburgh Penguins. Paglianetti, maybe? Nettie, probably. Oh, sick. A signature shot for the Maple Leafs, Frank Mahovlich. Frank Mahovlich, signature shots. Nice. Well, that's got to be a decent one, I would think. Congrats, Maple Leafs. All right, final box. I think this is a very underrated break, in my opinion. I feel like every single time I've done one of these, I've gotten like one or two like really cool vintage cards. And then I wonder why we don't do more of this. We've got a base, Gordie Howe. Red Wings. Gordie. For the Calgary Flames, Gary Roberts. Gary. For the Boston Bruins, a 75, Terry O'Reilly. For the Islanders, number to 15, Glenn Chico Resch. Glenn Resch. Again, look, signature with a nickname in it. Like, oh, that's too cool. Out of 15. We've got for the Maple Leafs, Montreal Canadiens of Brian Engblom. Brian Engblom. And for the Minnesota North Stars, so obviously that goes to the next team. Cuts of class, Dino Ciccarelli. There she goes. And obviously any teams that went, under and moved over or whatever it was, they obviously go to the next team that they went to. But yeah, you know what? It said we have literally been in this business now for so long. It is crazy some of the things I've heard, seen. All right. Series 1 hobby. Well, we're not sold out. We just haven't done it. So the pre-orders for new products has changed drastically, at least in Canada. Generally, it's because we don't know what numbers we actually are getting till about a week or two before. So about a week or two before a product officially comes out, then we actually know what price we're going to do and the quantity we can do. So it is nothing to do with sold out right now. It's just we just don't have a pricing and quantity. Comparatively, yeah. Florida Ned might have had Bure. I might be wrong on that one. Might be. And did Anaheim not have Korea and Solani, or no? I agree with you from the majority if it's not the craziest, but... Oh, Van Beesbrook, yeah, you're right. Mellenby, Van Beesbrook. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, you know what the next one I want to crush? Which should be a very fun one. 5 boxes, 5 years of SBA. Yager. Well, that's pretty much the whole of NHL, isn't it? All right, so anyone want to get that one going? We fill those last few spots. We are good to go. Also, I will remind everyone, we deliberately put up some pretty badass singles in our singles section that are pretty well below market price. We are building it every single week, guys. We're adding at least 200 to 500 cards every single week. All you got to do is go into the search of single cards. I just gave you the link. Type in a single name. Like if you type in Tavares, for example, press enter. You will see there are, I don't know how many cards is it. 4, 8, 10 cards of Tavares right now. We are continually putting up tons more. So you're going to start seeing front and back photos of all the singles we are having up there. And the long-term goal, to give you guys a perspective, is there's probably going to be 200,000 to 300,000 cards up there. So my recommendation is to check that out, because I do periodically, quite often, put in cards that are way lower than market value for fun, to see if people are paying attention. SBA with 1 spot. And yeah, I don't think we have any pending, so that's a good to go. So, and I'm just uploading or updating everything. Sorry, guys. We just got Seattle. Yeah, you know what's funny is the first day I think we posted that one, it filled in a day. I don't understand why that one somehow just died. Like, I think people also forget that does have Ultimate, Clear Cut in there, Trilogy, Ice, Artifacts, Skybox, SPX. It shows you how weird things can be sometimes. Like, the first day we posted that one, it filled in a day. No problems. So that's why we posted the other one. Like, it's going to be a shoe-in for a giveaway. Again, the good news is it's the last one. So whenever it goes, right? So SEMA, we normally leave them up for a few days. If I start noticing there's a break that I can maybe push a little harder, I might entertain doing some deals on them. Like, we try to be aggressive as possible on the pricing. But if breaks are up there for a little while, I generally will try to, you know, give it a little shove and do some stuff. But here's the honest truth, again, just in logic of business, right? If I made a blanket policy of, if it's longer than 2 days, I'll drop the spots in half, people just wait then. So I don't like doing those kind of things because, again, I think it sets a bad precedent for stores in general. But we always do try, at least I do always try to make sure if I pay attention to a break that's up there for a little while, I'll just do some pretty good giveaways. Worst case, absolute worst case scenario, it just does not go. We'll cancel the spots and we'll refund everyone that credit to their account. That's the absolute, like, rare worst case scenario. All right, so we've got the 5-box SBA. Let me go grab that 21, 22, 22, 23, 23, 24. All of them. All right, we will do 24, 25. Yeah, I'll do it this way. Love it. All right, so best of luck. Here we go. Here we go. 25,481. We've got the 5 years of Spa. Wish you guys the best. Let's pull Veneers 101. Oh, that would be nasty. I am down for that. We start out with a red limited for Vegas of Marchesso, pageantry for Montreal of Gallagher, and a leader's green for the Red Wings of Larkin. Future Watch red for the New Jersey Devils of Holtz, a Spectrum level 3 for the Red Wings of Sider, and we got a Vasilevsky die cut for Tampa. Limited of Matthews for the Leafs, a Leaders of Landeskog for the Avs, and a Yannick and Keller Icons to $3.99 for the Coyotes. You're calling a Grubauer. Okay. Future Watch red for Boston of Swayman. Pageantry for Winnipeg of Perfetti. And an Eklund for San Jose. Top rookies. We got a red of Suzuki Modial. Spectrum of Giordano for Seattle. And a die cut of Austin Matthews for the Maple Leafs. Red Future Watch for Philadelphia, Lazinski. Pageantry of Matthews for the Leafs. And a blue die cut of Matthews for the Leafs. Future Watch Auto to $9.99 for the Ottawa Senators. Pinto. Shane Pinto. Pageantry Vancouver of Podkolzin. And a top rookies of Purinovich for the Blues. Red Limited of Pettersson Vancouver. Pageantry of Sakic for the Avs. Stammer. Leaders. Tampa. Sign of the Times for the Buffalo Sabres. Olofsson. Pageantry for the Flyers of Atkinson and a Beckman. Top rookies for Minnesota. Future Watch red of Tice Thompson for the Devils. Pageantry of McTavish for Anaheim. And a die cut of Kaprizov for Minnesota. All right. 22, 23. All right. Here we go. Slavkovsky, Beniers, Boldy, Rossi. Shane Wright. We got a red Future Watch for the Maple Leafs. Abruzzese. Top rookies of Ratcliffe. Well, I called one of them. Future Watch Auto for the Minnesota Wild. Marco Rossi. Maybe a case hit, I thought he was. Marco Rossi. Congrats, Minnesota. True Leaders for the Florida Panthers, Barkov. Pageantry Auto for the Los Angeles Kings of Spence. Pageantry of Boldy for Minnesota. Red of McDavid for the Oilers. Top rookies of Spence for LA. Pageantry for Carolina of Brent Burns. Red of Pittsburgh Penguins, Poulin. Collabs for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Pageantry for the Rangers of Lundqvist. Red of Grubauer for Seattle. True Leaders Blue for the Oilers of Draisaitl. Ovechkin for the Capitals pageantry. Golden, how you doing, sir? Red Future Watch of Jack Quinn for Buffalo. Top rookies of Sandberg for the Jets. And a Makar pageantry for the Avs. Red of Forsberg for Nashville. Leaders for the Islanders of Lee. Pageantry red for the Penguins of Sidney Crosby. Future Watch red of Bordello for the Sharks. Top rookies of Poulin for Pittsburgh. And a Future Watch non-auto to $9.99 of Reinhard. I am doing great, Mr. Golden. I am doing great. Top Rookies Blue of Yurcich for the Jackets. Spectrum of Ottinger for Dallas. And a Pageantry Coleman for Calgary. Red of Bailey for the Islanders. We got a Collabs for Montreal. And a Riley Walsh Retro Future Watch Auto, $6.99 for the Devils. So Golden on Friday. Both my boys had a hockey tournament. 3 games each. And starting at 8 o'clock in the morning for my one son. And then all the way up to about 3 o'clock. It was fun. It was cool. That was a long-ass day. Not going to lie. Pageantry autograph for the Oilers of Desharnais. Focus Korchinski for Chicago. And a Perron red for the Red Wings. It was all the same ring, thank God, yeah. Spectrum Future Watch of Marilyn for Ottawa. Focus McGing for the Blues. And a red of Jack Hughes for the Devils. We got a Focus Fantilli for the Jackets. Anderson for LA Red. And an Acetate Future Watch of Iorio. The funny thing is, oh, Golden, so the certain slots were filled. So my one son, who's 8, had to play with 10 and 11-year-olds. And my other son, who's 5, had to play with 7, 8-year-olds. Collabs for Calgary. Spectrum Kachuk for Florida. And a Future Watch for the Coyotes of Kesselring. Retro Future Watch to $3.99 of Hiroshi for Vancouver. $3.99 Vancouver. We got an Evolve of Kevin Fiala, meant to be. And a Jarventi for Ottawa, red. He did well. Focus of Knives for the Leafs. Pageantry of Yanni Gord for Seattle. Future Watch red of Wolf for Calgary. I got a video of one of his goals if you guys want to see it after. It's up to you guys, of course. Collabs for Chicago. Pageantry of Chatfield for Carolina. And a Keandre Miller red for the Rangers. Focus of Levi for Buffalo. Pageantry of Stevenson for Vegas. And a Future Watch red of Greg for Ottawa. Focus Blue of Svozil for the Jackets. Pageantry of Besser for Vancouver. And a Miro Shnischenko for Washington red. Evolve of Stamkos, Tampa. Pageantry of Luke Hughes for the Devils. And a Tage Thompson for Buffalo. If you're talking about base, generally, actually nowadays, most of it gets used for padding for shipping. But we have different sources of what we do. We use them for teams, like giveaways. We use them for, obviously, filler, padding. Sign of the times for the Tampa Bay Lightning of Radish. The new Maple Leafs, Darren Radish. We got a Colton Dock Focus for Chicago and a red of Ekholm for the Oilers. We've got a horizontal Future Watch Auto to $5.99 for the Ottawa Senators, Sabrango. We've got a Oilers Collabs and a Future Watch red of Duran for Boston. Focus Blue for Buffalo of Oslin. Pageantry Rookie Seneca for the Ducks. Future Watch red of Asparot for Boston. We got a 99 Forsberg Gold for Nashville. Focus of Fensor for Carolina. And a red limited of Cousins for Ottawa. Spectrum for Nashville of Forsberg. Dorofeev Outliers for Vegas. Future Watch red Laba for the Rangers. Collabs for Winnipeg. Pageantry of Brant Clark for LA. And a red for Minnesota of Boldy. We've got a gold limited auto. Mikko Rantanen. Dallas, very nice. Focus of Snuggerud for the Blues. And a Draisaitl for the Oilers limited. Outliers of Kaprizov for Minnesota. Pageantry red of Demko for Vancouver. And a red limited of Gritziak for the Devils. Focus of Lev Shunov, Chicago. Verhaeghe for Florida Pageantry. And a Kyrou limited red for the Blues. Outliers blue, Kaprizov, Minnesota. Pageantry of Hudson for Montreal. And a Weisblatt for Nashville limited. Well, that was a good late buy. Which one, Wingnut? Ottawa or who was the late one? Dallas, yeah. We've got a maximum of Kreider for the Rangers. Pageantry of Taves for the Avs. And a Luchenko for Philadelphia. Future Watch red. But the funny thing, Golden, is like when we went in the change room, obviously the kids are way bigger. Slaggard, Chicago Focus. Pageantry for Philly of Konechny. And a Sanheim for Philly red. And of course, they're a year or two older. And they start asking around like, oh, what do you play? Collabs blue for the Avalanche. Pageantry of Bobby Orr for Boston. Joshua Waugh, Future Watch red for Modial. And like 90% of the teams like, oh, AA, AAA. You're like, oh, great. Collabs for Calgary. Pageantry of Tomasino for Nashville. And a red for Vegas of Eichel. Obviously for the older son, not the younger son, because they don't play at that age. We've got a Lindgren gold base auto for Washington. Focus for Vegas of Cormier. And a Tage Thompson for Buffalo red. We've got a $3.99 for the Avalanche of Prishipov. Focus for Seattle of Morrison. Pageantry red of Swayman for Boston. And a Stezka for Seattle. Future Watch red. Future Watch non-auto for the Islanders of Ishikov. Maximum of Miller for Vancouver. Brady Tkachuk for Ottawa red limited. Spectrum for Vegas of Eichel. Focus of Hallinan for the Devils. And a Utah Future Watch red of Bill Alta. Retro Future Watch auto of Owen Beck. As a B team in winning. Wow. For Montreal. Collabs for Dallas. And a red of Sanderson for Ottawa. Holy autographs. We got a Future Watch auto to $9.99. Bryson for Vegas. Is there 4 autographs in this box? Focus blue rookie for Montreal of Hudson. And a Maverick Bork red for the Dallas Stars. And then I just got the one rando, which is the top, bottom, and the middle. Three times, here we go. 1, 2, 3, the middle. That was horrendous. Well, we got one of the arguably case hits with the Rossi. So on a technicality, not too bad. Then we had 4 autos into one box. Yeah, name power wasn't gigantic, but maybe you're saying horrendous for you, and that's fair. But overall, it wasn't devastatingly bad in terms of break. Just bad autos, yeah. Let's see where we're at now. All right. Oh, I was gonna say Golden. Did you want to see the goal or don't care? Let's see it. Let's see if I can find it. I think I got it here. It might be hard for me to like show this. So you'll see it's 3-3 at like 2 minutes left. I'll see if I can try to control this. It might be hard to do this. All right, let's see if I can do it. Hold on. My apologies, guys. All right, let's see if I can. So that's him obviously going. Oh no, oh no, oh, I messed it up. I don't know how you do this thing. How do you control this thing? Completely burned that one, didn't I? That was terrible. All right, I'm just going to do it from there, and I'll shift it over, I think, near the end. Hold on. Focus. So that's them there. And boom, buries it. Crushed it. What a goal! What a goal! Boomer moment. Yeah, he went end to end. It was pretty sweet. I was pretty stoked. And obviously I'm on the bench just watching him, right? So it's pretty cool. And keep in mind, he was 8 years old playing against 10 or 11-year-olds who are normally, most of them were AA and AAA. So, yeah, hands-wise, he's actually really good. He's still, he's a little smaller on the ice. That's the one negative. But skill-wise and speed-wise, he's pretty impressive. It's pretty fun to watch. Not gonna lie, it's like a hockey dad watching. That's like, you just melt on the inside. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, what other break do we want to do? Give me some targets, ladies and gentlemen. I'm happy to crush them for you guys. I am happy to crush some more. Do we want to try to get the SBA case going? How about this? Ice or the 10 boxer? I was going to say the SBA. How about this? Anyone who takes an SBA spot in the next 15 minutes, I will give you an overtime pack to take one spot. If you take two as of right now, I will give you 3 overtime packs. But again, it's spots that are open right now. So you take 1, you get an overtime pack. You take 2, you'll get 3. So there you go. There's my SBA trying. What if you take 3? Then you'll get 4. Because that's how the math is going to work. I can't, unfortunately, just like do too much, to be honest. I'm already trying to push it, but yeah. And then if you take 4, then you'd get 6. And let's be honest, it's also a brand new freaking product. Very high end. Well, not very high end, but a higher end product, right? What's an overtime pack? So an overtime pack is a promotional pack given away from distributors for stores to use how they wish. There's basically autographs, memorabilia, or not memorabilia, autographs, numbered cards. I will give you a link. So if you ever want to see, it's in our checklist section. But I will give you the link to it either way so you can kind of just check it out yourself. But our checklist section is pretty damn elaborate. So if you ever need help seeing things, it would give you good perspective. Let me see. Where was the last overtime? So, like, here's a checklist from 24-25 packs, just so you know. You took 4? 4? Thank you, sir. All right, who is next? But yeah, what's cool is that there's some cool autographs in there, like can be. So knowing that you can get that kind of stuff is pretty cool. And obviously sometimes it's different years. So like you might get sent you know, 2021, which is Kaprizov rookie year. You might get sent Caulfield rookie year. So by the way, it looks like currently we are down to 5 or 6. So that is phenomenal news, guys. I think it's going to go. All right, another spot got confirmed. Thank you, sir. It looks like another spot just came in officially. Thank you again, guys. I appreciate that. All right, another one came in EMT. It looks like if all the checkouts go through and the transfers go through, guys, I think we're down to 4 left. Is there any way you can remove me from a purchase? Send us an email. We can try to do that. I don't know. It's not super easy on our end, to be honest. Eight boxes, yes, sir. All right, so it looks like we're down to 4 if all the payments come in. So who else would like a spot, guys? Down to the final 4. And the one checkout looks like it's got 8 seconds left. Not sure if it's going through, so it might be 5. But either way, that is it. So we are very close. Who is next? Ned got us started. I do believe we're going to get us there. It is now just a matter of time. You'll stay in. I hope you do well. All right, so that last checkout didn't go through, but guys, we are down to 5. That is it. The final 5. The final 5. We just need a few more people grabbing one spot, and then we get to do a case. Who wants to crush it? S-P-A case. It looks like we're down to 4 left. If the checkout goes through. And Wingnut, thank you, sir. We're down to 4. Actually, sorry. I was wrong. We're down to 2. My apologies. We are down to 2 left. There we go. Only 2. Yeah, sometimes my back-end site stuff does not update me super quickly. Well, it's quick, but sometimes it's not fully accurate. So yeah, we are officially down to 2, guys. Yep. So whoever takes those last 2 are going to be good to go. I'm going to go fill my water. I'm going to go grab that case, and I'm going to presume that when I get back, it's filled. All right. Whoa. And another spot is in. And again, guys, I do apologize. I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss anybody. On the giveaways, so apologies on that end. All right. It is, yeah, I got 2 transfers waiting on that one. But yeah, that's pretty much the last break. So I was going to try to get that one going maybe after, but. All right, 489, guys. Who wants the last spot? Who wants the last spotola? All right. There is only one. right, and I think you guys crushed it. I do appreciate it. 4, 8, 9. Looks like we are good to go. All right, I wish you guys all the best of luck. 4, 8, 9. Here we go. 25,489 3 times. Here's all the names. 1, 2, big 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. It's party time. All right, let's see. I'm getting booed already. Why am I getting booed? Top teams, Montreal, Islanders, Anaheim are probably the 3 top. Don't like it. What teams you got, Wingnut? Here we go. Starting off 25,489. We got the 8er of SBA. You got the Islanders, Wings, and Caps. Well, you absolutely killed it. Congrats. Considering literally you got the biggest one, Leonard, and all of the Red Wings are never bad to get. Sign of the times for the Buffalo Sabres, Alex Tuck. Florida, I'm guessing that's Seattle, Vancouver. Collabs for Utah and a red of Crosby for the Pens. Collabs blue for Nashville. Pageantry red of Snuggerud for the Blues. Future Watch red of Sebrango for Ottawa. I'm going to get you something pretty cool though, Wingnut. Focus Brindamore for Carolina. Marchesso Pageantry for Nashville. And a red limited of Cousins for Buffalo. Or Ottawa, sorry. Future Watch Spectrum of Rinzel for Ottawa. Outliers of DeBrusque for Vancouver. Pageantry of Stolars for the Maple Leafs. And a Finney for the Red Wings. Red limited. Yes, boo. Focus of Morton for Calgary. Pageantry of Hellenius for LA. And a red of Ekholm for the Oilers. Legends Hollow Foils. Pekka Rinne. Nashville. Who else, Ned? What teams you got in this bad boy? Collabs for the Rangers. Pageantry of Nikishin for Carolina. And a Lego for Carolina Red Limited. 199 green Future Watch of Gatcomb. Islanders. Focus of Mazur for the Red Wings. And a red for Utah of Keller. You need some Hawks? Hawks are a good team. Columbus Spectrum Fantilli. We got a Lunda Focus for the Sharks blue. And a red of Howard for the Oilers. Dallas, Edmonton, Devils, Philly. For the Penguins, A limited auto of Brian Rest. Pittsburgh. Outliers of Miller for the Rangers. And a red for Calgary of Weegar. For the Calgary Flames, number to 599, Cairns. Future Watch horizontal. We got a Moore focus for the Ducks. And for Calgary, Brustowicz. Future Watch red. Bedard deserves better. Yes, he does. I do not disagree with you. That poor man. Oh, there's nothing there on that one. Special box. We've got a focus blue of Sabrango for Ottawa. Kempe pageantry for LA. Dickinson red Future Watch for the San Jose Sharks. Icons $3.99 for San Jose of Lund. Focus of Mueller for Vancouver. And a red of Stamkos for Nashville. A Makar Spectrum for the Avs. Outliers of Jack Hughes for New Jersey. And a Leonard for Washington. Limited red. Kyography auto for the Oilers of Savoie. Oilers Kyography Savoie. We got a focus of Duke for Tampa. And a red limited for the Islanders of Holmstrom. Future Watch auto to $9.99 for Carolina of Lego. Collabs for Vegas and a Catton Future Watch red for Seattle. Collabs for the Devils. Pageantry of Middleton for Minnesota. Cutter Gauthier for the Anaheim Ducks. Red limited. Sign of the Times for the Carolina Hurricanes of Glenn Wesley. Collabs for Winnipeg and a red limited for Seattle of McCann. Focus for Vancouver of Kudryavtsev. Maverick Bork red pageantry for Dallas. Future Watch red of Dastos for Tampa. Focus green of Finley Tampa. Trocheck pageantry for the Rangers. And a red limited of Hyman for the Oilers. Celebrini outliers for the Sharks. Melanson pageantry for Seattle. And a Brindamore red for Carolina. Carolina is, I believe, one of the bigger teams in this in terms of quantity. It was Carolina and San Jose, if I remember correctly. I think were the two of the largest ones. Yeah, Carolina is a very good team to get in this. Sign of the Times for the Anaheim Ducks of Radko Gudas. Radko. We got a focus of Bouillon for Minnesota and a red limited for Boston of McAvoy. Outliers blue of Hagel for Tampa. Pageantry red of Jack-Eye for Morial. And a Seattle red Future Watch of Coco for Seattle. Outliers for Washington Ovechkin. Pageantry of Timo Meier for the Devils. And a red limited for Vancouver of Sherwood. We've got number to 399 blue Future Watch of Lund for the Sharks. Collabs for the Red Wings. Pageantry for Nashville of LaRue. And a Camel red Future Watch limited for Nashville. Focus for Seattle of Coco. Pageantry of Campbell for Chicago. And an Austin Matthews limited red for the Maple Leafs. Must not sign a lot, yeah. Spectrum of Nietzsche's for Colorado. A blue focus of green for Chicago. And a red Future Watch for the Jackets of Sillinger. Future Watch Spectrum for the St. Louis Blues, Dvorsky. Outliers of Pasternak for Boston. And a red Panarin Rangers. Oh, $5.99 horizontal Future Watch Auto, Gatcomb. Islanders, Gatcomb. Focus for Boston of Duran. And we got a red limited Quinn Hudson for the Oilers. Collabs for the Ducks. Pageantry of Connor McMichael for the Caps. Oslin Future Watch red for Buffalo. Focus for Chicago of Moore. And a red limited Celebrini. Celebrini time right now. All right. Box number 4. We've got number to 399 limited limited blue of Tolo Pilo for Vancouver. Brustowicz Focus for the Calgary Flames blue. Pageantry of Mike Modano for the Red Wings. And a Robidaw Future Watch red for Carolina. Focus Islanders Lennox. Demko Vancouver Pageantry. And a red for Philly of Forster. Oh, sick. Number to 50. Future Watch Auto Patch for the Carolina Hurricanes. Nikishin. Alexander Nikishin for Carolina. Sick. For the Red Wings, Focus of Mazur and a red of Lafreniere for the Rangers. Outliers for the Rangers of Miller. Pageantry red for the Winnipeg Jets of Velarde. And a Currens for Calgary, red Future Watch. Focus for the Ducks of Moore. Pageantry of Lev Shunov for Chicago. And a Maverick Bork for Dallas, red limited. Spectrum of Norris for Buffalo. Outliers McDavid for the Oilers. And a red Future Watch of Farinacci for Boston. Future Watch Spectrum for Chicago of Colton Dock. Leonard for Washington Focus. And an Eriksson Ek for Minnesota, red limited. For Utah, $5.99 horizontal Future Watch Auto, Simashev. Outliers blue of Keller for Utah. And a Gritziuk red limited for the Devils. Collabs for Florida. Marcel Dion Pageantry for LA. And a Duke for the Tampa Bay Lightning, red limited. $3.99 Future Watch blue for Carolina of Lego. We got a Focus of Skarek for the Islanders and a Radish for Tampa, red limited. All right, 4 down, 4 to go. Nikishin is probably the biggest hit thus far. Actually, a pretty sweet one, eh? Out of 50 Future Watch patch auto, so that's nice. Oh, that's sick. For the Minnesota Wild, Moments Auto, Philip Gustafsson. Authentic Moments Auto, Gustafsson. I love these cards. They're also very hard to hit. Outliers of McKinnon for the Avs. And a red limited for Tampa of Gensel. We got a collab for Pittsburgh. Pageantry red of Taves for the Avs. And a Lennox Future Watch red for the Islanders. Focus for Boston of Farinacci. Pageantry for Montreal of Evans. And a red limited of Jarvis for Carolina. Collabs blue for the Red Wings of Red Wings. Wise Black Pageantry for Nashville. Future Watch red for Chicago. Lev Shunov. Focus of Suzuki for Carolina. Pageantry for Utah of Dursey. And a red of McKinnon for the Avs. Number to 99, gold Future Watch for Boston of Farinacci. We got a focus of Sabrango for Ottawa and a red limited Kevin Fiala for LA. Spectrum for Calgary of Dustin Wolf. Outliers of Hagel for Tampa. Nygaard for the Red Wings red limited. Future Watch. Future Watch Spectrum, San Jose Sharks of Dickinson, focus of green for Chicago, and a Caulfield Morial, red limited. $9.99 for the Minnesota Wild of Yurov. Is there only one World Cup game on today, by the way? Yurov, $9.99. Outliers blue of Nyman for Seattle. And a Washi red Future Watch for Anaheim. Collabs for St. Louis. Moore for Chicago Pageantry. And a Finley red for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Very well planned out, yeah. So are the 3 tomorrow, Abby? Do you know if those are the round of 32? Or are those still... all knockout? Wow. Yeah, that's a weird plane, eh? Outliers blue of Rantanen for Dallas. Pageantry of Suzuki, Carolina. And a Future Watch red of Suzuki for Carolina. That makes no logical sense why they would do that. Future Watch green. $1.99 for Seattle of Coco. Collabs for Calgary. And a red limited of Monahan for Columbus. Spectrum of Zibanejad for the Rangers. Focus of Cagnoni for San Jose. And a red Future Watch limited of Nikishin for Carolina. Future Watch of Mazur. Spectrum for the Red Wings. Outliers Darlene Buffalo. And a red Minnesota limited of Kaprizov. Future Watch Auto, $9.99 for the Tampa Bay Lightning of Dastos. Focus of Kaplan for Philly. And a Washington red of Ethan Frank. Future Watch Limited. We got another Patchy. We've got for Seattle, Future Watch Auto Patch. Nyman. Yanni Nyman Future Watch Auto Patch to 100. That's cool. We've got a collabs for Florida and an Anaheim red of Colangelo. Focus of Skerrick for the Islanders. Gunther Pageantry red for Utah. And an Abels Future Watch red for Philly. Utah green collabs. Pageantry of Gensel for Tampa. And a Strome red limited for Washington. Outliers McDavid Oilers. Kane for the Red Wings Pageantry. And a Future Watch red of Mueller for Vancouver. Focus for Washington of Leonard. Pageantry of Ranford for Oilers, and a Dorofeyev for Vegas Red Limited. Always making you look like a whiner. Yep. Well, that's what I gotta do, right? That's kind of how I gotta do it, you know. Sorry, you got a patch auto. We've got for the Islanders, gold base limited auto of Pajot. Collabs for the Avs and a Seattle red of Stevenson. Focus for Boston of Duran. Pageantry red of Frederick for the Oilers. And a red limited future watch of Kaplan for Philly. Outliers of McKinnon for the Avs. Pageantry of Theodore for Vegas. And a red of Quinn Hughes for Vancouver. Outliers blue of Stammer for Nashville. Pageantry of Gatcombe for the Islanders. Dvorsky red limited for the Blues. I would say Super, it's a pretty average one right now. Focus of Coco for Seattle. Pageantry of Karens for Calgary. And a Konechny red limited for Philly. Calgary Future Watch horizontal auto to $5.99 of Brustowicz. $5.99 Brustowicz. We got a Nikishin blue focus for Carolina and a Willander for the Vancouver Canucks. Future Watch red. Chirography auto for Seattle of Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand, Seattle, chirography auto. Focus of Callahan for Boston, and a red of Kyrou for the Blues. Collab for Anaheim, pageantry for the Red Wings of Comfer, and a Pelika for the Red Wings, Future Watch red. We got a Robida, $3.99 blue Future Watch for Carolina, Moore for Chicago Focus, and a red for the Oilers of Draisaitl. Spectrum of Stone for Vegas, Outliers of Pasternak for Boston, and a Callahan for Boston. Red. Now I'm just being ridiculous. Come on. Yeah, something else big. We got 2 patch autos so far, so that's not bad. Oh, that's a big one. Chirography auto for the San Jose Sharks, Will Smith. Will Smith chirography auto. Collabs for San Jose and a red limited of Braden Point for Tampa. We got a focus blue of Perot for the Rangers, pageantry red for the Ducks of Gudas, and a green Future Watch red for Chicago. We got a focus of Melanson for Seattle, a Hayes pageantry for Pittsburgh, and a Gunther red limited for Utah. We got a focus of Finley for Tampa, Demidov pageantry for Montreal, and an Asparat for Boston, Future Watch red. Utah collabs, pageantry for San Jose of Cagnoni, and a red of Hudson for Morial. Focus of Brindamore for Carolina, Eklund pageantry for San Jose, and a Laba, Future Watch red for the Rangers. Future Watch $9.99 for the Islanders non-auto of Shabanov, Outliers of DeBrusk for Vancouver, Ovechkin red limited for Washington. Spectrum of Hudson for Montreal, Collabs blue for the Maple Leafs, and a Duran for Boston, Future Watch red. Future Watch Spectrum for the Oilers of Howard. Morton Focus for Calgary. And a red of Zibanejad for the Rangers. We've got our last Future Watch auto. $9.99 for the New York Rangers. Robertson. We've got a collab for the Rangers and a Metza for the Buffalo Sabres. Red Future Watch non-auto. There we go. Well, I would say it was a slightly average, maybe slightly above average. 2 patch autos with the Will Smith. I wouldn't say that was too bad. Again, not mind-blowing, let's be honest. But I definitely wouldn't say it was bad. If you bought the case, you were not thrilled? Yeah, I don't disagree fully on that one. I don't think it was a massively good case. But I definitely don't think it was a stinker. Like, again, I don't know what the Nikishin goes for, but if that goes for a decent amount, it might not. All right, let me see where we're at, folks. Does anyone want to get the Leaf metal going? The metal's at 5. So if anybody wants to get the metal going or the ice going, the ice is at 5. So metal and ice are both at 5. So let me know if anyone wants to get those going. But let me know. If not, then obviously I'll get some stuff moving for tomorrow. So let me know. I will give it a little bit. And by the way, Wingnut, I'm surprised you're not diving into that diamond double up of Bedard year. It's a different year. Like, I thought you'd be all over that. I'll get to that. Don't worry. Oh, I don't worry. Don't worry. So let me know, by the way, if there's anything else you guys want to do. If not, no big deal. You know, I want to do the platinum. Yeah. Yeah, that platinum, all those multi-year ones are super fun to do. I love doing those ones. So let me know. If not, then I will get some more breaks up for you guys shortly. But let me know. Trying to think what the next product is that's even coming out. I forget what the next one is. All right. Anybody else? Ladies and gentlemen. So if not, no big deal. Yeah, there's someone trying to check out a spot in the ice, but then it evaporated. Then I see another spot trying to get checked out. I'm hoping it goes through. If not, no biggie. It'll be one of the first to go tomorrow then. All right. Well, if anyone wants to attempt to get the ice spots going, I'm happy to do that one as kind of the last one of the night, but let me know. All right, there's one left in the ice, guys. All right, so who wants to close that one out, guys? Platinum is best bang for your buck. Dollar for dollar, yeah, I don't disagree. Again, I feel like that's a tomorrow project, and that's okay. So anyone want to close it out, guys? I'll give it a couple more minutes. But we just need that last one to go. And if not, it'll go tomorrow. Anybody? Anybody? Nobody wants it, apparently. All right. Well, I think we're good to go on that now, so thank you guys. All right, so 486, ladies and gentlemen, will be the last break of the evening. Well, at least we got it done. All right, best of luck, everyone. Here we go. 25,486, 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Ice, ice, baby. All right. Best of luck, everyone. Here we go. 486. It is time to shine. Here we go. 25,486. We've got the 4 boxes. 22, 23 ice. As usual, I wish you guys all the best of luck. Let's get some absolutely smashing stuff. We got a green of Hurdle for San Jose. We've got a rookie of Castellich for Ottawa. And a 99 for the Blue Jackets of Jurisic. 99 Jurisic. We got a green of Sogard for Ottawa. We got a rookie of Pearson for the Red Wings. And number to 99, Bjork for the Blue Jackets. Ice Crystals. We got a green of McTavish for the Ducks, an orange of Yzerman for the Jets, and an Owen Power for a Buffalo rookie. Green of Foligno for Minnesota, Cates for Philly rookie. Frozen in Ice for the Blue Jackets of Johnny Gaudreau. Green of Fagemo rookie for LA. A pink of Shesterkin for the Rangers. Soderblom for the Red Wings rookie. Green of Horvat for Vancouver. Marner Crystals for the Maple Leafs. And a Perbix rookie for Tampa. Green of Hughes for the Devils. A rookie of Yzerman for the Jets. And a $5.99 of Roos for Chicago. Ice Premiers. Green of Norris for Ottawa. Orange for Seattle of McCann. And a Winnipeg Sandberg rookie. Green of Beniers for Seattle. Scheifele for the Jets Crystals. Brant Clark for LA rookie. Green of Gensel for the Penguins. Konechny Ice Crystals for Philly. And a Rossi rookie for Minnesota. We've got a Blue Jackets Kent Johnson Green. Dostal rookie for the Ducks. And numbered 10 of 10. Ice Premiers Auto Patch for Carolina, Kochetkov. Ice Premiers Autograph Patch number to 10, Kochetkov. Well, that is just nasty. Congrats. Someone got that one for an absolute steal. We got a green for Vancouver of Besser. Crystals of Bjork for Columbus. And a Kolyachonic for the Coyotes. Rookie. Wow. Anybody in the room got Carolina? No one's claiming it? Green of Shabbat for Ottawa. $2.99 for the Anaheim Ducks of Perreault. And a rookie of Soderblom for the Red Wings. Carolina is the team of the night. That is not incorrect yet. We got a Power rookie green for Buffalo. We got a Perbix for Tampa. And we got a Sub-Zero $9.99 for the Winnipeg Jets of Yzermont. Green of Vejmelka Coyotes. A orange of Moverar for LA. Kastelich for Ottawa rookie. Green of Sharangovich for the Devils. Bordello for the Sharks rookie. Frozen in Ice. Patty Kane, Chicago. Frozen in Ice. We got a green rookie of Pearson for the Red Wings. Orange of Robert Thomas for the Blues. And a rookie of Gunther for the Coyotes. Green of Goudreau for the Jackets. Ice Crystals for Chicago of Domi. And a rookie of Cates for Philly. Green of Makar for the Avs. Orange of Vasilevsky for Tampa. And a Dostal rookie for Anaheim. Green rookie of Dostal for Anaheim. Pasternak for Boston Crystals. And a Kolyachonok Coyotes rookie. Green of Sider for the Red Wings. A rookie of Sandberg for the Jets. $5.99 Ice Premiers of Leku for Boston. We got a green. Oopsie. There we go. Green for Seattle, Bjorkstrand. Crystals of Cates for Philadelphia. And a Pearson rookie for the Red Wings. Green of Rossi for Minnesota. We got a Power rookie for Buffalo. $1.99 Jurisic for the Blue Jackets. Ice Premier's autograph. We got a green of Raymond for the Red Wings, a Carlson for the San Jose Sharks Crystals, and a Marco Rossi for the Minnesota Wild rookie. All right. 2 down, 2 to go. We got a green of Hedman for Tampa. $5.99 for the Blue Jackets of Jurisic. And a rookie of Hollander for Pittsburgh. We got a green of Sandberg for the Jets. Ovechkin Royal Blue for the Capitals. And a Moverar for LA rookie. Green for the Blues of Sod. A purple of Kopke for Tampa. And we got a rookie of Jack-Eye for Montreal. Green for Washington of Kemper. Rookie of Brant Clark for LA. And a Cool Cuts of Kaprizov for Minnesota. Cool Cuts. Green of Kolyachonok for the Coyotes. Marc-Andre Fleury Pink for Minnesota. Yzermont for the Winnipeg Jets rookie. Shesterkin green for the Rangers. Ovechkin Crystals for the Caps. And a Holloway for the Oilers rookie. Green of Kane for the Hawks. Orange of Jari for the Penguins. And a rookie of Beniers for Seattle. Green of Yzermont for the Jets. Crystals for Tampa of Braden Point. And a Jack Quinn for the Buffalo Sabres rookie. Green of Stützle for Ottawa. Rookie of Reichel for Chicago. $12.99 of Cisic for the San Jose Sharks. Green of Matthews for the Leafs. Crystals of Sanderson for Ottawa. Fajimo, LA rookie. Green of Brant Clark for LA. Or rookie of Sogard for Ottawa. And a Hollander for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Ice Premier's jersey. And a green of Dobson Islanders. Sub-Zero of Kane for Chicago. And a Kent Johnson for the Jackets rookie. All right, last, but let's really hope not least. But we've had some good cards in this one. We've got a green of Luukkonen for Buffalo. $12.99 for the Maple Leafs of Petruzzelli. And a rookie of Jack-Eye for Montreal. We got a green for Chicago of Reichel. Fajimo LA rookie. And a $1.99 for Seattle. Shane Wright. That's cool. Exquisite rookie. $1.99. Shane Wright. We got a green of Cali of LA. We got an orange of Holloway for the Oilers. And a Sogard for Ottawa rookie. Green of Point for Tampa. We got a rookie of Holloway for the Oilers. And a Cool Cuts rookie, Kent Johnson for the Blue Jackets. We got a green of Quinn for Buffalo. We got a Kachuk for Florida orange. And a Hollander for Pittsburgh rookie. Green for Minnesota Kaprizov. Nietzsche's Crystals for Carolina. And a Moverar for LA rookie. Green of Caulfield Montreal. Orange of Robertson for the Leafs. And a Reichel rookie for Chicago. Green rookie of Korzak for Vegas. Holloway Crystals for the Oilers. And a Jurisic for the Blue Jackets rookie. Green of Merzlikins for the Jackets. Korzak for Vegas rookie. And a $12.99 for the St. Louis Blues of Tucker. We got a green of Hughes for Vancouver. Brock Nelson for the Islanders Crystals. Kent Johnson for the Blue Jackets rookie. Green of Jurisic for the Jackets. Kopke for Tampa rookie jersey. And a Beniers for Seattle rookie. LA green of Byfield. We got a Goudreau Sub-Zero for the Jackets. And a Jack Quinn for Buffalo rookie. There we go. Well, as always, 4-boxer ends up being very solid. Definitely one of the better values. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to sorry guys. Call that an evening. And I will get more breaks organized and ready for you guys. Anyone got any requests? Does anybody got requests for breaks or? I'm guessing that is a resounding no. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I'll get some more breaks up for you guys shortly. With that being said, have yourselves a great rest of the evening, and we'll see you guys tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. Have a great night, everyone, and keep well. See you guys then.